Hi, friends. Welcome to the Group Chat is Live podcast. I am here with my wonderful, most bestest friend, Dwight.
Hey, and I'm here with everybody's favorite sis, my favorite sis, Mari E.
Yes, and we are the hosts of the Group Chat is Live podcast where pop culture, social media, and real life collide. Dwight, how you feeling today? What's going on?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm blessed and highly favored. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Let the church say amen. How was your Valentine's Day?
Um, my sister. So I'm gonna just tell you, I babysat, right? Just keep it real. My sister, before she asked me if I was available to babysit, they went ahead and made plans
Okay.
for Valentine's Day, and then she told me I was babysitting. And then when I said you didn't think to ask me, she said, "I know you wasn't doing nothing no way." So she
Ooh,
was right, and she was
the
right.
shade. The
She was
shade.
right.
The shade. So you
She
telling your
was
business.
right.
So basically, we saying there's not a love interest or anything like that going on right
Yeah,
now.
none of that. Not a Valentine's Day love interest. No, no, no. What about you?
Mm.
What you had going on V Day?
Well, I did have plans.
Okay,
I
okay,
know somebody was chefing it up for me. Okay.
okay. I
And
like
I got
that.
roses, I got teddy bears. I
Okay,
gotta listen, it was a good day for me. All
I
right.
know
That's
that's
why I'm coming
right.
back with a smile and a glow.
I know that's right. I should have known because only people who had somebody asked people how Valentine's Day was. So good for you, sister. Good for you,
That's right.
sister.
That's right. That's a good reflection. I see that. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, listen, without further ado, let's get into the news. Let's talk about what else is going on in social media. Let's jump right into it. And we're zooming right into the culture check, where we look past the headlines and talk about what's really going on. And I'm gonna just tell you right now. One of the biggest headlines that's happening on social media right now is that Cardi B launched her Little Miss Drama tour. I don't know if you saw it. Cardi B is in in your
You
friend group.
know I seen it. You know I seen it. You already know I did.
Absolutely. So then you already know. Listen, the Cardi B tour is expected to be just full of high energy, amazing choreography, dramatic visuals. Like Cardi B's signature personality is going to be on stage during this production. So I know that it's going to blend a lot of sexuality. I'm seeing already on everything that's going viral that the humor and the shock value is going to be right in top of everybody's social media page. I'm excited to see more that's gonna come out of it. Are you going to the show?
I'm trying to get somebody to buy me tickets for my birthday, even though
Oh,
she'll be on the East Coast before my birthday, but I'm trying to get tickets that's close to the stage. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta experience the concert. You know what I mean? I
that's
gotta
right.
be there. So
Well, I
maybe.
keep I keep telling you again because everybody thinks you're on payroll. You might as well start reaching out to Cardi B's people. We got to figure out a way to make this real.
Yeah,
So I don't see why
yeah.
you won't be on the stage. I mean,
Maybe
listen, like,
maybe I'll be on the stage. Maybe the group chat is live. Might get an
listen.
exclusive interview. We don't know. We don't
You
know.
never know. Let's just keep putting it out there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Listen, you know how I am about my speculations. They do come true, so it
It,
might happen.
you and them damn
Okay.
tarot cards. Hmm.
Listen,
Yeah.
they be coming true. The people listen. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. We are going to be at the Cardi B Little Miss Drama Tour. It's happening.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
we're claiming it. Listen, and
Hello.
what I
Disco.
love about
Hello.
it, it's happening. And what I love about it is that we already know Cardi is not just going to give us a traditional show. Like she
That's
is
right.
going to be interacting with our fans. There's going to be real reactions. She actually engages with us, whether she's talking about rap beef or federal policy. She is going to be giving us her real opinion and speaking on it in real time. So listen, what we've seen in a very short amount of time already is that she's diving deep into all of those things. And if you missed it, we're going to give you a little bit of backstory. So what y'all should know is during the tour, Cardi B definitely leaned into the drama with Bia. Okay. And so we already know that they've had over multiple months, they've been spewing continuous beef. And when I say she leaned into it, she practically staged it. So let's just go ahead and roll the clip.
Let me tell you something. Just because I ain't fucking with my baby daddy doesn't mean you get to talk about my baby daddy, bitch. Good for you, bitch. I'm pretty and I'm petty as fuck. I'm pretty and I'm petty as fuck. I'm pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Hoping get ready and pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. When I fuck a bitch down and I'm sexy as fuck. Name 5 beat songs, I'm pointing to your head.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I keep saying this, and I know people think I'm being funny. I didn't even know who Bia was before.
You didn't know
Like,
Bia?
no idea. And so every time she asks people to name 5 Bia songs, I pray nobody got a gun pointed to my head, because bow, I'm dead. I'm telling you right now.
Listen, so you know what's so crazy? I do know Bia. I do know Bia,
You
and
know
I've
5
known Bia.
songs?
I can't name 5 songs, and that's why when I saw it, I was like, dang it. Because Bia, man, all right, Bia been out since I was in college. And you know,
For
I
real.
always said I'm a girl of a particular age. Bia's been out for a long time. Bia's been out before we knew Cardi B. I'm
That's
telling you.
crazy.
And it kind of isn't that great for me to say that because she's been out for so long, and to see where Cardi B's career is versus Bia's career, I mean, and the
She
fact that we
said,
can't really name,
she
you
said,
know,
Cardi B said that melatonin flow putting us to bed. Okay? Doing you a favor, Epic. Run me my bread. That's what Cardi said.
see this why they say you getting paid because
Yeah,
you
I
just
know,
know
I
you know
know. I know, I know, I know, I know.
because you
Never
know the
seeing the
thing.
allegations.
But it's okay because I mean you just keeping it real. So I mean, listen, it definitely was slight shade. Okay, the energy was loud. She didn't have to say be his name and say anything more specific than that. That really, I mean, the message was I'm on top. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what it gave. It gave all you is my sons. It really did. I think it was calculated.
Did
You
you
know what I'm
see
saying?
did you see that one of Cardi's fans said something and Bia responded on Twitter?
So no, okay, tell me because I know that Bia didn't take that line down. So because she been going back and forth. So do you tell me because I don't remember all of
So
what she
I
said.
seen it. I might have the screenshot. I don't know if I have the screenshot. If we do, we'll add it. But essentially,
Definitely.
one of the fans wrote, "Name 5 Bia songs, girl, pointing to your head," and then said, "Cardi B, Little Miss Drama Tour, she out there herself." And then Bia said, "Name whatever position Stefon Diggs plays with more baby mamas than he has yards or something
Uh huh.
crazy,
Uh
something
huh.
crazy."
Uh huh.
And that was it. You know what I'm saying? I guess she took the low road and said, "Okay, but her baby daddy got mad big." I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like that was good. That would have been a real good housewife comeback. But because we're performers, she still Cardi shitted. I mean, you on stage in front of millions of people. She definitely on top, and she said everything we needed to know. Like you don't hold a candle to my career, and so you could be talking about my ex. But you know, let's talk about this industry. Let's talk about these records. Let's talk about this rap industry. I'm that girl. So
And
I
let's
don't
not
know.
forget, Bia brought up the kids. So once you bring up the kids, it's beef forever.
Yeah, forever. And we off topic. Like, why do we always have to bring up the personal?
Yeah,
Cardi definitely was talking about rap. You know what I'm saying? And listen, that's what we here for. So that's what we should be talking about.
get
So
in the booth.
talking about that. But listen, all of this is perfect because Little Miss Drama Tour was the perfect name. And it's given that we're gonna just keep going with the drama. Also, listen, more viral moments have happened, and she's only had 3 shows at this point. Recently, the most viral moment and most recent moment was that she fell live on stage, right? And I don't know if you saw that. That was
I
actually
seen it. I seen it. I seen it. She said she had commented under somebody post saying, "Don't believe it. It's AI." Mm.
hilarious. I want to talk about it, but we have to roll the clip. So let's see it.
That was the government. That was the government.
Damn, that chair let her down, literally. That chair, it could have held up better than that. I blame the chair. I blame the chair.
Listen, the gravity said, listen, to the floor. To the floor you go. Okay? Let
Correct.
her down further than Stefon. All right? Let
Hello.
her.
Damn, sick of these. It's either a chair or a man. It's
Uh,
always something.
oh, God dang it. But you know what? I loved her response. I loved her response in real time. Because I mean, let's just be honest. A performer is a performer is a performer. Just keep the show going. Don't stop. I love that she was still being sensual on the floor and kept it moving. But then it's very much Cardi to just address it. And I
Yep.
think the government comment was
Crying.
chef's kiss,
Chef's kiss.
hilarious. And then to be just skipping, just to continue skipping on the. I mean, she doesn't care. She's just enjoying herself. It was so good. I loved it. But it's a perfect segue because a lot of people are making jokes online about, her comments that she made on her opening act when she was talking about ICE, where she basically said, like, look, if ICE shows up at my show, we gonna have to box it out. She said we gonna jump them to all of her
Mhm.
fans, basically. And now people are like, yes, it might be the government, which is why you failed. Not because we actually believe, like, the government set up the chair to fall, but kind of saying like you was talking that ish, you know what I'm saying? Now you done been humbled. Do we? I don't know. What you think?
I mean, I couldn't believe the government responded to her on Twitter. I
Tell
couldn't.
me, I didn't see that.
Okay,
No.
the one of them departments, I don't want to say the wrong one,
Okay.
Homeland Security,
Okay.
they responded with a tweet saying, at least we didn't something around the drug men and steal their money, something crazy. Because if you remember, Cardi B told a story about when she used to dance and how she used to
Ooh,
men used to get real whatever, and she would take their money and blah blah. So they played on that, and then she responded by saying, at least I'm not protecting predators from in the Epstein files.
clock. Period. Now, not you going back and forth with the government on the internet. Who knew? Who knew we
Hello.
would get to this place? Like,
Hello.
what country is this? Where are we? That, like, you really at the government? Back and forth?
I'm
What's happening?
this
Who's
is
behind the page?
it's ghetto and not in a good way. I keep saying that. If we gonna get, please take me to the good ghetto. Get me out of the bad ghetto now.
Yeah, I don't get what's going on, but I love the back and forth. Listen, there's going to be clearly more viral moments to come. There is obviously going to be more good chaos, more crazy chaos to come. So I'm looking forward to it. My question, you seen anything about people critiquing the performance? Like, some people are loving it, some people are critiquing how she's performing. What are you missing out there?
Not gonna lie, it could be my algorithm because I
Mm,
bangs with Barty, but I've been seeing all good reviews. People saying they loved it, and also I've been seeing every concert she's had so far. It looks like it was sold out. Looked like
yeah.
she sold out and the people were into it. I think Cardi B's personality is what carries her a lot of times. Like, she's also talented, but I think she also has such a personality that people feel connected to her, and so it
Mm-hmm.
feels like you had a concert with your friend. You know what I mean?
It's real relatable for sure. She's a
Yeah.
relatable artist. My
What have you
algorithm
seen?
is not necessarily on the Barty band. So I have been seeing some of the critiques. Some viewers are basically talking about the choreography needs to be tightened up a bit. I mean, there's some moments where it look
I'm sure,
weird.
and honestly, I wouldn't lie to you. I could see that because also she's not really a dancer. Like, I know she used to,
She was a dancer.
she used to dance. Not, don't get it confused, but she used to be at Sue's. But it ain't the same kind of dancing. That and what they asking her to do, everybody can't be trained and dance like you, Mari.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna train T. But yeah, I will say that as a trained eye, the choreography, it looks like they didn't have that many rehearsals.
Yeah,
I'm
it was.
not going to lie. But
Yeah,
what I know for a fact is by the time this show gets midway through, it's gonna be tight. Like, the performance
yeah.
is the rehearsal too, so it's gonna get better. It's been looking good. The other critique though is the costumes. I don't know if you saw that meme where she had on them light bulbs all over, and they was like, "What Cardi B song do you got that it requires you to be lit up like a Christmas tree?" And I'm like,
I'm
"Baby,
crying.
baby, what's happening on this tour?" I
I'm
don't know.
crying.
I don't know,
You
but
know, but you know, she a fashion girly, so I feel like she probably feel like she making a statement because you know how she's came into her stardom and went straight into being a fashion girly. So I'm sure there's something there. I
yeah.
can't tell you what it is, but you
Yeah,
know,
I don't know what song she's on when she got on the light
yeah.
bulbs, but we know it's gonna be a moment. It's gonna be relevant. Okay, yeah, period.
Hmm.
She taking that it's lit to a new level. Well, listen, we support Cardi over here. We look forward to more viral moments. Of course, you know we're going to report them to you guys, so be on the lookout for that.
And be on the
But
lookout for us being at the tour. I don't know, maybe who
period, we might
knows?
be there that
Who knows? Who
way
knows? Who
in
knows?
real time. So,
Mhm.
but in other news, we have to give you all an update. Dwight, I'm not sure if you've been keeping up with this, but Nancy Guthrie, there's another big update
Let me
around
tell you,
her as a missing person.
my favorite TV show is on because you are my update. I won't be knowing what's going on till you tell me. So my show
It's
is on. I'm
it's
locked in.
it's been giving me so much anxiety. Every time I see Nancy Guthrie come on to my phone from CNN, TMZ, I'm like, okay, have they found the lady? I'm just waiting for them to say they found her. And as of today, they still haven't found her. The biggest update right now is that a sheriff, who's basically very deeply immersed in the case, has said to media that it may be a day before they find more information or find Nancy Guthrie. It could be 2 months from now, but then he also said it could be up to a year.
A year?
Mister said
They ain't
a
trying to
year.
find that lady alive. They ain't trying to. She ain't got no medicine. The pacemaker.
I know, I know, and I think that that's the piece that really like has made a lot of people who are very invested in the story nervous and concerned. I mean, we've all been nervous, but now hearing a sheriff say it could be an investigation that could take up to a year because of the complexity of the search, it's just not sounding good, friends. It's not sounding good.
Have you seen some of the conspiracies online? I was looking at some of the comments and people saying that her daughter, I don't remember her name, was potentially uncovering some stuff with the Epstein files or maybe knew something and they think there's some involvement. Allegedly. I seen the
Yeah,
comments, you know, don't nobody quote me on that, but I seen
yeah.
some people with the conspiracy theories that the daughter may have, you know, some time the government may have beef with her. Because you know anybody who speaks out against them,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Mm-hmm. Listen. Okay. Yeah, they fall from chairs and all type of shit. So
hello.
yeah, I did not see that, but there, yeah, a lot of conspiracies are happening. People are really invested on figuring out what this is, and people mainly are just like, what y'all want with this 84-year-old lady? Like, what is the tea? What's happening that somebody would use this lady from a random place, Middle America's? What's the investment here? And nobody's getting it. It's not even like it's a big ransom or a lot of money being asked for. I'm just not understanding it. But ultimately, I guess we're getting what we wanted. We wanted transparency. The sheriff that said it could be up to a year, that it don't get more transparent than that. And the reality is, with her age and her health needs, it kind of makes you think we may not ever find Miss Guthrie, or we may not see her alive again, which
You
is
know,
tough.
and I think we wanted more transparency, but we wanted it with honesty, and I feel like they lying to us. Something ain't right.
Something's not
You know,
right.
I'm a conspiracy theorist, but something ain't right.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm gonna keep up with the conspiracies because sometimes it ain't such a conspiracy. Sometimes it's a fact that the milk ain't clean. And so as we get more information that feels substantial, we'll definitely update the
And
group
we,
chat. But right now,
you want to take bets? Who's going to do a better job at locating her? Social media or the FBI? What you think? What you think? What you think?
I definitely think social media would have had a better chance of finding her had Savannah taken it straight to the group chat with the girls who do the investigating, okay, and they figure out the passwords and they can get logged into their man's page and all that stuff. Had we taken it to them, we would know where she at. Okay, we would already have
Hackers.
Pookie them on the outside. Like, yeah, she out there
Hello.
looking at her on the porch steps. But we didn't do that. We took it to the FBI. We took it to the FBI, and it's been nothing but confuddled and confused ever since. And so it's not looking good. It's not looking
And I
good.
keep saying this, if anybody ever got me for a ransom, sis, just make sure you put me on the social media because I need Pookie and them outside wherever I'm at trying to get me back. Okay, please.
Yeah. I got you. Don't worry. I'm putting you right in the chat. We're gonna be right here on live figuring it out. Okay.
That's right. I
Well,
know you got me.
I got you. I got you back. No problem. But for now, where it relates to Nancy, we just gonna be wishing her and her family well. So we hope for a safe return for her. You know?
Man.
All right. Well, we're gonna pivot to one final story, okay, that has been hitting social media like a ton of church bricks. And I say that I do not say that lightly because this has been a hell of a story. All right. The black church is back in the news with TD Mknutt. And I don't know if you've ever heard of this well-known pastor that's over this church group. I had never heard of
I
TD
can't
Mknutt.
keep up. And what kind of last name is McKnight? Oh shit,
And
we
I'm
shouldn't even talk about, but hey, McKnight.
Mknutt, and I'm telling you, with the context of this story, the name is just it's gonna throw you for a loop. I'm telling you, it's a whole lot. So there's a lot of viral videos going out about TD. Okay, I'm gonna just call him TD because McNutt is wearing me out. Okay, the story's unfolding out of Florida. All right, and it's shaking the timelines up. So the social media lit up when this black church pastor went under a lot of scrutiny because of a story that went on social media and went viral back in December. So basically, what happened was in December, he was arrested after his 15-year-old foster son accused him of abuse. Now, the stepson reportedly told a school official that he was being mistreated, and then it prompted authorities to get involved. Mistreated to the point like bruises all over his body, some even reflecting on his chest area and his bottom area.
Oh,
Okay. So after the arrest, of course, this exploded online because he's a prominent pastor. Like people know him. Of course, he's supposed to be a man of the cloth. And so you wouldn't expect this level of abuse, or maybe you would. We're not gonna
yeah.
go there. We're gonna wait.
Right.
But
Yeah.
but just the facts are that this was shocking to not only his community of church members, but of course people at large. So it turned into straight chaos. So there's been a lot of legal things going on. So basically what happened was the mother of the child went on live with the son as well as the pastor, and they begin to kind of explain. They basically narrate that it was the son's idea to go live to explain that he was wrong and he was being disciplined for his behavior. Now, we could really get into the weeds on all of the supposed alleged behavior that the child was doing. We're not going to focus on that right now because we don't know what's true and what's not. The biggest thing the takeaway that I felt even watching the video was that the child was very visibly uncomfortable. And the dynamic between the mother and the pastor, stepfather, and the child felt just really weird and really uncomfortable. Also, a lot of people are noticing that the child, though 16 years old, looks much, 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 much younger. That could be his body type, but also just his disposition. Like he seems like a very passive and like docile child. He doesn't seem like a confident, exuberant 16-year-old that would be doing all of these really terrible things. These are assumptions I'm making just based on my opinion, my perception, but it made a lot of people uncomfortable. And so it made the video that they publicly chose to put out there for our opinions, right? To be, that's what happened when you put stuff out on the internet.
Hello.
Now you open yourself up to the court of public opinion. So now we have it. And so a lot of us felt like, nope, something's up. And so, of course, the social media investigators who we was just talking about, they got into the weeds and they started investigating, and then they found past videos of the mother and the pastor stepfather in a compromising position with the young boy. We're gonna roll the clip. Here you go.
Birthday, Reggie! Happy birthday! Hey, happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! To you! Hey! That's how you got to 15? 15 now. Yes, you is. Hey, now, hey! Go to bed, boy. What you doing?
That's right. Go to sleep.
You peed?
You peed on yourself. Oh. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Yeah! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Yeah! Oh, happy birthday!
It was hard to watch.
You said that
That's
boy was how old now?
He's 16.
And
He's
he was
16.
in his drawers. It looked like the
And
mama
some
was
tight
giving him a wedgie.
and some tidy whitey looking drawers at that. Did them look like appropriate underwear for that age of a boy? I don't know. I've never been a 16-year-old boy.
No, and why is y'all wrestling? Why is the pastor in the bed with the little boy wrestling with him like that? And why is the mother giving a wedgie in the drawer? Like
What's going on? And who's recording? What is happening? Because this isn't even like,
that
okay, we
part.
put up this obviously was disturbing to many people, and it was very disturbing to me to see. There's so many things that are inappropriate about this. One, the mother and the father believing in under any type of pretense that this would be any type of celebration for this kid. Like, this
It's
is not an appropriate
crazy.
way to say happy birthday. It
To a
doesn't make sense.
16-year-old
To damn near anybody. Like,
and record
why
him
are we
in his
doing that?
drawers? No, thank no. Get
And
me out.
we filming him, and
Get
then
me
we
out of
posted
here.
this on social media. We
These pastors always got some suspicious. It's always something. And I hate that. I hate it. These black pastors, they be embarrassed, and I can't. And the mama, she seemed like she in on it.
No, absolutely. Because Mama was the first one to start picking and teasing at his bottom area, looking like or trying to pretend as if we're tickling. And then, if you notice, at a point, the young boy gets uncomfortable and he says he urinated on himself.
God.
He says that. And I mean, listen, if you have ever had any type of interaction or even personal experiences with trauma, this boy was clearly speaking his trauma and his fear by
Hello.
saying that I am urinating on myself. And then they proceed to tickle him. Even a moment where the pastor is now tickling him under the covers, and it looks like his hand is very, very close to his crotch area, if not obviously on it.
I don't the police was there for abuse, but they ain't there for that. Cause that to me is some stuff. A 16-year-old?
I mean, this is something that has hit social media like wildfire. We are going to continue, just like everybody else, doing our due diligence to look into not only Mr. Mknutt, but the mama, what's going on with this young person, and what we could potentially stimulate to have happening, because there are a lot of activists coming out the woodwork saying, like, listen, we don't not only need to be talking about the Epstein files and all the pedophilia there, we
Hello.
need to also be talking about the pedophilia and the craziness that goes on in the church
In the
and what these
church.
pastors get away with. So there's a lot going on here. We're not done talking about it. We're going to continue to look deeper and bring more back to the group chat. But oh, this disturbed me, but I couldn't
And
help but
please keep
share
us
it.
in you gonna have to keep us in the chat because we need to know. And if we got to call somebody, let us know because I this is crazy. That is
Listen,
insane.
yeah,
I can't. I can't.
very, very disturbing. Very disturbing. Well, I'll keep y'all posted. And again, this was the culture check, y'all.
Thanks, Mari. All right. Well, now that we got the culture check, that was I'm not gonna lie, that last one was a hard one. But we got the culture check going, and it's a lot going on in the culture. But now we're gonna get into and take it to the timeline, and we're gonna hear from the streets directly. So let's get into straight from the streets. You ready for
Okay.
this?
I'm ready. Let's get in the streets.
Because the streets was active last night. So DJ Vlad put out a tweet that had the internet going crazy. I'm going to read the tweet and then I will tell you more about the context. So, DJ Vlad posted a tweet that said, I have a confession. Roc Nation has been paying me to support Megan, Megan being Megan Thee Stallion. They also paid off all the jury members to convict Tory. And they bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. They paid off Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never shot. The LA police are all on Jay's payroll, and it doesn't stop with LA, but you're not ready to hear that part. The Mexican guy who stabbed Tory, because Tory got stabbed in jail, allegedly, because I still,
Right.
Anyway, who do you think paid him to do that? You already know the answer to that. And then three Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal, all paid off by the Roc Mafia. Jay also paid Trump not to pardon Tory. Also, though it's a state case, Trump can only pardon federal cases. But knowing Trump likes to bend the rules, Jay wasn't taking any chances. I can't keep the lies a secret anymore. If this is my last tweet, you know who silenced me. Now, 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 sister, anybody with sense could have heard the sarcasm in that. I will say I also reached out to Vlad TV and his team to see if they wanted to make a statement about
Hmm.
the sarcasm. But first, before we even get into the content, what do you think? What when you hear this,
My
where's
brain
your brain go?
is, um, my brain's spiraling. Before I go there, I just want to say happy birthday to my good sis Megan the Stallion, honey. You're looking
Hey,
amazing.
with the
It's
good
Aquarius
news.
season, and we love us a
With
good
the good
Aquarius.
news.
Okay, so let's start there. Okay, I don't really trust Vlad. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have never trust no white man that is so deeply immersed in black culture and think that they know more about black culture than we even know about black culture. So I'm a little bit
Hello.
biased because I'm not really a Vlad, I'm not really on that team. Um, but I would just say if even a bit of it is true, well, you know what? Go to hell with telling us now. Because you mean to tell me you was accepting all these checks and doing all this motion and movement to create a narrative and a lie on something that was not true at all. We just so the whole thing was fake then. I mean the bullet fragments on the ground, all the stuff we just this never happened and we just masquerade and made
Yeah,
all this
and you
stuff
know
come
what?
to light. I don't know.
And
And
so
then what
this is
happened?
what.
Why we switching? Why we snitching now? What happened? I don't get it.
So the people were online speculating. Now I will give some context. Though I don't follow Vlad, and I also think there's things in the industry that he need to be up out of. He has
Deeply.
always took the stance that Tory's been guilty. He has always said that Tory was guilty. They convicted him, move on, and
Hmm.
the people wanted beef with him. So the obvious thing here is like he's being sarcastic, but I think it's because people continue to say that he's being paid. Now, I also know that there was something about, I don't have all the details about this yet, so I won't get too deep into it, but I think Kelsey's bodyguard this time came out and said that Kelsey shot Megan Thee Stallion, even though the bodyguard
When?
wasn't there.
When this get said?
I think this has recently happened. So first her driver said it, now the bodyguard said it. Everybody, you know who was there? Tory
Yeah.
Lane's driver. And he is the only one that has not made a statement about what happened that night. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where is he though? Like, where do we even know where he is? Was he not asked to be at the hearing?
They chose not to use him as a witness.
Now, why
Tory,
the hell
Tory
was
Lane's
that?
team. Because why do we think?
Why? Because I mean that would
He
just be.
probably
But couldn't the
he probably
prosecution call him?
they could
No.
have. I think they had enough evidence, and he might have said, "I'm not about to be perjured on the stand and have to go to jail messing with no Lucky Charms leprechaun." Because that's what I would have
Oh,
said.
not a leprechaun.
Okay.
not,
Well, he was
not a
going.
leprechaun friend.
I'm not about to be stabbed up in the cell next to you. Get on,
Oh,
okay?
okay,
And
fair.
I also just think it's funny because everyone thinks Roc Nation rule the world. Somebody in the comments said Nikki is always right. She just always early.
Mm. People slow. People are
And I'm
turtle.
tired of it. and I'm
I'm, t-
tired of it.
I'm tired of y'all being so turtle. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little fatigued by this story. This happened
Yeah,
when? What this
it was in
feels like it aligned
2020.
with COVID. This was so many
It was
years ago, so
2020.
many men ago, so many records ago. I mean, I just don't even remember
So
what I
many
was doing, what
Grammys
my hair
ago.
color was when this was going on.
Come on.
Let's let it go. There's not nothing about this that's about to change. Tory is absolutely in jail. He's not coming up out of it. I'm tired of the topic. Vlad, you
Let's
didn't even
move
need to
them
get
now.
online and try to get your name hashtag. We watch your look. Well, I don't, but folks watch you,
Yeah,
and it's let's did it. I don't know.
yeah,
Team Megan.
yeah. Team
That's
Megan.
it.
And also, if Roc Nation got the power that they got, y'all call me because we might need them. I don't know. So if Roc Nation really running the world, tell them to get on my line. Anyway, speaking of legal stuff, I don't know if you saw, but Stefon Diggs had his first day in court on the Friday the 13th.
Oh man, that was a hell of a day. He's having a bad
Wasn't
time.
it?
He was having a rough time. Four kids in
Listen,
a year, get dumped publicly, lose the Super Bowl, get arrested the day after the Super Bowl, got to be in court. All of this on at the same time. Oh,
at the
I don't want
same
nothing to do
damn
with that
time.
Mercury retrograde. A mess.
Hello. Get us out of here. So the backstory is, if you for those who don't know, is that there was a personal chef who came forward and made some allegations that Stefon Diggs had put his hands on her. She said they were having a dispute about some money, and that the dispute escalated. She provided some alleged text messages
Okay.
where he said he wasn't paying her and said, "But what you gonna do if I don't?" Nothing exactly. She then claimed that he showed up to the room allegedly and then put his hands on her, struck her, and choked her because one of the charges is strangulation. Now, people initially thought this was a money grab, but the thing is that
Mm.
she's not taking him to civil court. This is criminal court. Um,
Oh.
and the charges were felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault and battery, right? So that trial was supposed to, he was supposed to appear for his arraignment on January 23rd or January, yeah, 23rd. And then his lawyer asked for him to be pushed back for work reasons and was rescheduled to the 13th. He made his first formal court appearance on the 13th. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
he pled not guilty to
Mm.
any of the
Mm-hmm.
charges. He said that he was not. He didn't say much in court. We saw some video of him in court. He was also told by the judge that there was a stay away, no contact order that was put in place, where he was not allowed to contact the alleged victim through directly or through a third party. So he can have no contact with the alleged victim, and he cannot have anyone reach out to contact them. And his next court date is on April 1st, and he was released without bond. He did not have to pay bond. They released him on bond or without bond, but they also told him that if he got any more trouble between now and then, that could all be revoked and they could put him in prison.
Oh God. Well, it's very likely that he could get into some more trouble because allegedly they say that good boy likes to smoke that pink cocaine. And if you
Ooh-wee.
allegedly own that coke, who knows what you could get yourself into? I mean, whoo, he's chaotic. I just, I don't know what to think about this. This is rough. This is gonna be interesting.
I, I also think a lot about these football players and the brain injuries they suffer because of the hits
Yeah,
they take. They all seem to be on. It just seems crazy. It's scary. It's scary.
agreed.
And this is all. He's also not been charged or convicted with any. I mean, he's not been convicted with anything. So we don't know
Mm-hmm.
that it's true. But
Right.
I just think there's so much happening in the football world where athletes are being called
Mm-hmm.
violent or abusive to whoever it is. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, after their first date in court, or his first appearance in court, the private chef put out her own statement. This is the first time she broke her
Mm.
silence since
What
she
she
went on
say?
Twitter to the police. She said that she's only speaking now to address false information that has been shared publicly. She says, I am a professional chef with over 10 years' experience working with public figures in the sports industry. My reputation and integrity matter deeply to me.
Mm.
Claims that I engage in the settlement discussions are not true. I have never sought money or engaged in any settlement discussion to settle this matter. Statements suggesting otherwise are harmful and untrue. And then she goes on to say, as a survivor of domestic violence, I take these matters extremely serious and would never make a false claim for personal gain or to damage someone's reputation. That I did not seek public attention, and reported this matter through proper legal channels. This is an active criminal matter, and I will continue to respect the legal process. I will not engage in rumors, personal attacks, or respond to misinformation on social media, and I ask others to refrain from spreading false narratives. My focus is on healing, my work, and moving forward with integrity. I trust the legal process to address the facts, and I hope any following this matter will do the same.
Yeah. That's a hell of a message. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be just blunt with it. I mean, I believe her. Period. I believe her. I don't see what reason, and I don't even need to see it. At the end of the day, why does she need to lie? For
Yeah.
what? Why would you
But-
need to? She made it very clear. I have a career. I don't need money. And her approach to this is very smart. Do I think that if he's convicted of it, she'll probably, if she's intelligent, she has a good attorney, they're going to come back
And
civilly and get paid. But I think she's making it very clear that I don't have to go that route. It's not about money. And if I wanted to just destroy him behind closed doors and get a check, I probably could have. Like, I don't see why she would make it up. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
they say the media that's been covering it said Stefon Diggs denies all the allegations, but I think that there's something to this story.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know how true, how not true. I do believe that there's something there. And the text messages even made it seem like he was kind of on this level of like, what you gonna do? Is crazy to say if those are like alleged text messages are true, but I don't know. I'm not saying she's lying either, because at this point, something is something there. And
Yeah.
also, I want to believe that somebody wouldn't make something like that up for financial gain. And I think people were assuming that because there was rumors about a settlement and so on. But she's made it clear now she's not settling, like you said. So
Yeah. No. Yeah, we shall see. This is definitely gonna be one worth covering. And I'm gonna be honest and just throw this out here too. It makes you really wonder. All the fans who are championing this relationship between Cardi B and Stefon, how do we really think that she was gonna be able to stand by him through all of this? Like, I don't know. I just now it
yeah,
makes me wonder even more how viable this relationship ever was going to be. On top of the four baby mamas in 1 year, now you going through this court case about abuse, and it's just
you
this
bring
wasn't
it
going to be
down.
a good look for her.
You bring it down the brand, man. That man is bringing down the brand, and that's it. Yeah, and we never know. They might be in a little dispute and back together, but who knows? But either way, bringing down the brand.
It would bring it down, that's for sure. Like that
You know,
chair, bring it right on down. Okay.
in other news, court related trial news,
Mhm.
the man who was charged with murdering Takeoff has
Mhm.
officially had a court date set for him to appear in front of a jury and a judge to determine whether or not he's actually guilty of killing Takeoff.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, Takeoff, who was a member of the Migos, was involved in an incident after a party at a bowling alley in Houston where shots were fired, and sadly, Takeoff was killed and didn't make it. He was only 28 years old at the time. And there was a man this was in November of 2022. In December of 2022, there was a man by the name of Patrick Xavier Clark who was taken into custody and was charged with the murder of Takeoff in Harris County, Houston. So he initially was being held on a $2 million bond. His lawyers got it down to $1 million. He was able to make bond and he was released from jail with a whole bunch of contingencies of him not being able to travel. Now, him and his lawyers have maintained that he is not the person who fired the fatal shot that killed Takeoff. Now, it's still not completely clear if they're saying he didn't fire shots at all, but they're
Right.
saying he's not the one who fired the fatal shot that took Takeoff's life. So he shouldn't be responsible. And his lawyers are arguing that the ballistics weren't done correctly and that the surveillance footage that they have of him at the scene was not clear enough for them to be able to charge him with Takeoff's murder.
Mm-hmm.
And so jury selection starts on November 8th, and the trial, or no, sorry, jury selection starts on November 5th, and the trial will begin on November 9th. And I'm hoping that they find justice for Takeoff. It's been years, it's 2026.
Yeah, yeah. Justice comes slow, that's for sure. But it's interesting hearing that because you can almost kind of see the who am I looking for? I'm sorry. You can edit this in. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not the prosecution, the defendant. Okay. You can kind of tell who the defendant or how the defendant's side is going to play this. Like, you have to just create any type of potential where you can't definitively say as a jury that, yes, I can definitively say this person did this murder. And so it's obvious how they're going to try to create confusion for the jury so that they can try to get this person off. I mean, I just think that I hope there is some type of justice that they are able to figure out, definitively what happened that day because it was just devastating. A young life gone senselessly. It's sad.
28. Yeah. Sending prayers to his family and his loved ones because I know they've been looking for answers and for this to be resolved.
Hmm.
So we will be covering the case. We will be making sure to keep you all up to date step by step on what's going on during the trial. But unfortunately, that is what we're seeing right now for the murder of Takeoff.
Rest in peace, Takeoff. Rough, man.
Rough.
Well, listen. All right. Well, thank you, Dwight. Keep us up to date on what more information you find out about that. So now we're going to transition to our next segment. Before we log off, we have to talk about the internet said what? Listen, we're going to jump into all of the things that are happening on the internet that we want to dive into with y'all in the chat. So, first things first, I wanted to share with y'all something that I saw on the internet. Angela Rye on her podcast was talking about Valentine's Day, and she was saying basically that it's her theory that if a man is telling you he doesn't believe in Valentine's Day, we shouldn't be celebrating that, all that type of pagan holiday crap. That basically what you should know is that that man is dating other people. That he does not want to be exclusive with you, and it is simply a distraction. I tend to believe in that as well. I believe in that theory also, but I would love to hear what you say as a man. Like, is that true? What you think? I
It's
mean,
absolutely true. Listen, love yourself, Queen. If you're listening to the sound of my voice right now, love yourself, Queen. That man got a
period.
whole nother family. I ain't no,
Ooh,
please don't let none of that whole tip. That's giving me Dr. Umar, and you know he got them kids he don't take care of. Love yourself, sister.
okay. All right. So we're in alignment there. There's a lot of theories too. Like I saw something else that was saying about if you get celebrated on the 13th, then you are the side chick. If you
That
get
nigga
celebrated on the
is
14th,
busy
you're
on the 14th.
that's right. That's right. Or even after, right? So if you get celebrated after on the 15th, then you should anticipate that you also are the side chick. He probably
That
care
nigga
about
is
you even less
busy
because he let the
on
whole
the
thing happen.
hello and did nothing for you.
And did
Nothing.
nothing for you. So, I don't know. I'm inclined to agree. I think some of those theories are true. But I'm also hearing people say men are fighting back, be fighting back in the chat. And they were basically saying, listen, a lot of men just feel like it shouldn't be about this one day. Like my love for you and my care for you shouldn't boil up to February 14th of every year. It should just be something that I show you over a span of time. And I kind of agree with that too.
My question is, who the hell told you couldn't? Why can't you do both? I don't understand. Why
Do
can't
it.
you do it all the time, and especially on the 14th of February?
There you go.
That man is seeing somebody else, and you need to love yourself.
That's right. That's right. What other
I
speculations you heard about?
I
Oh,
seen something connected to Valentine's Day that I actually wanted to share. And it was a woman
okay.
who tweeted. She said, "Niggas who propose on Valentine's Day is corny, point blank." What you think?
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I you know what's so funny? I just had a thought to myself. I was like, I would get married on Valentine's Day. I think it's a beautiful day to share your love for somebody. What better day? Because you're going to annually always be in the spirit of love. What's wrong with it? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm with you. I don't think it matters, but I also understand like it kind of clouds this like it's Valentine's Day and I guess she said
Mm.
propose, but also like our anniversary. Like you know, whatever. I don't disagree with you. I get what she's saying, but I think it'd be too strict sometimes. Some people run way too strict of a program. I don't think it's the end of the world. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, I think I would be more focused on just trying to enjoy the moment rather than thinking like, why you put it on Valentine's Day. Now,
Yeah,
I have heard people say, don't mess up other women's celebrations. So, like, don't propose to me on my birthday. Don't propose to me on other like really important events because that feels like a trick. It's like,
yeah,
okay, you're gonna, it's almost like the people that have birthdays in December. But they don't get gifts on their birthday. They
right,
only get
right,
gifts for Christmas. It's
correct.
like, don't try to come up with no way to just put all this together. You don't want to celebrate
No,
me. Like, please,
yeah, no. I
I can
need
see
it to
that.
be specific.
So I can see that. I can see that.
Specific.
Okay, awesome. Yeah,
While
for
we're in
sure.
this, since we're talking about weddings, I have a
Hmm.
topic that is linked to weddings. I saw this one person say that she asked a question, and I'm curious to know what you think about this. I obviously have my thoughts, and you know I'm cheap, so don't, you know. She said, "I'm curious, when people have destination weddings, do they usually cover the flights and accommodations for their guests, or does everyone sort themselves out? I've always wondered how it worked. What you think? What you think?"
I don't get what she's talking about. When people have destination weddings, she's trying to figure out if who pays for what. If
if
who
if
pays for the flight.
if the guests should pay for their own flights and accommodation, or if the couple who's getting married should pay for everyone's flights and accommodations.
What type of coin she got? That she gonna be able to pay for everybody's flight? Girl, of course. What are you saying? What
What?
type of Bill Gates money is this? What?
Literally. Y'all better
Oh
go ahead.
no. No, everybody's paying for their own flight. Okay, everybody's paying for their own flight. The only thing I could imagine scenario here is like, let's say mother of the bride
Right.
type. Like, I don't know, maybe those type of situations. But every other aunt, uncle, friend, and cousin, y'all getting your own little spirit flight and get your butt there. I'm not worried about how you getting there. I'm worried about me.
Hello. Hello.
No,
And I
please.
will say though, I will say, if I got to pay for all of that to come to the wedding, don't be expecting no elaborate gift because now I done paid for a flight. Hey, this done cost me $3,000. Listen, you should have had the wedding at home. You ain't need to go to a destination. I could have gave you that $3,000. So you gotta
No, 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 no. You can't do that. You cannot punish the people getting married by not giving them a gift at their wedding because you don't have to buy a flight. You're also getting to enjoy the destination, the location, the hotel, the weather. This is also your trip.
it's
No,
not. Because all we thinking about is your wedding. No. Mm-mm. No,
I don't agree
no,
with that,
no.
friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Have
I
it
disagree.
have it at home and get the cash.
Okay, but people ain't gonna be giving that cash up like that. They still gonna be cheap. Give you a
Well,
terrible gift.
yeah, yeah, but still.
All right. Well, another thing that was on the internet, because of course the internet is ghetto and wild, was this week there was a viral video that went out. I'm calling it the girl with the blonde wig. It was the girl with the blonde wig who was at the nail salon on Valentine's Day getting her good old pedicure. And all of a sudden, she was, from what I could see from this clip, was she was accosted, okay? And she was flat out jumped.
Uh,
I can't break it down for you the way I want to. I'ma just show it to you. So here, we're gonna roll the clip. Okay, so as y'all can see, listen, they took her through there.
you
Okay.
said accosted. She was rag tagged Oh my God. They tag that at. Oh my God.
And I don't mean to laugh. I just, it was just so much, and I was so overwhelmed. I was watching it like this. Oh God! And a lot of people were in the comments and felt the same way. This has completely gone viral. People in the comments immediately felt bad for this girl because one, it was Valentine's Day. Her wig was fresh, baby hairs
Hello.
was laid down. Okay, so it was evident. I'm just getting my toes done so they can be sucked tonight.
Come
And now
on.
y'all
You
coming in
being
here
sucked
trying to
tonight. You
fight
being
me.
sucked tonight.
What's
Man.
what's what's going on? And so we all felt bad. We were upset for her, right? But then, the folks on the internet, we keep going back to the
I'm
investigators.
telling you.
I'm
Inspector
telling you.
Gadget asking. You know what I'm saying?
So they found another video prior to the jumping, okay? So we could get the context. And so now we have the recording where the one of the girls that ended up jumping, girl with the blonde wig, where she gives us the background story. So listen, let me let the person explain it. They'll do it way better than me. So let's run the clip.
You talked about my kids. You talked about my mom. You stole a $1,500 check from my mama, G. It's weird and broke. I'm going to beat the fuck out you. You been running from me for how long?
So,
I
so
get it. I get it. Why y'all did that in them people establishment? You couldn't wait till she walked outside?
now that's a very, very good fact. There were many people in the comments that was like, why we got to show out in these people business at the end of the day? But listen, a lot of people are also like, thank you God for context, because now they feel differently about the fact that sister got beat up and got jumped,
Yeah.
because they were like, okay, now clearly y'all got a close connection. You done if all this is true, this is all alleged, we don't know. But if you stole they mama $1,500, you've been talking about people's kids. We've said this before.
Yeah.
Quit talking about people's kids. Stay on the topic.
Because that's
Okay?
what's going to get you beat up in the nail
Every
salon.
time you can't talk about people's children.
Oh.
So then you talking about the kids on the internet, and it sounds like you was getting warnings consistently. Like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
And you
And
got.
and you got. And so now it makes me look at the way, sister was sitting and was kind of waiting. I don't think she really thought she was gonna get got like that. And
Well,
then it went down. So, listen, we here in the group chat, we do not promote violence. I want to just say
well,
that. Oh
well.
no, we don't promote
Oh,
violence.
oh. On some
We don't.
occasions. On
We
some.
don't.
Okay.
But what we will say, what we will say is that context matters. Okay, and we do understand defending ourselves. Okay, and when you talk about our kids, you open yourself up to a rough time.
And I
Okay, no matter
also,
where you at.
I also want to know what the chat is thinking. Y'all pulling up inside the nail salon. Y'all waiting for her to come outside. What y'all gonna do? I want to know.
I'm gonna tell
I
you,
want to
back in
know.
the good old day, absolutely, I would definitely pull up.
Hello.
I would definitely pull up. But now I'm of a particular age.
Yeah,
Just the
yeah.
thought of a fight, whew, makes me tired. I
Tired,
can't even
pain.
imagine. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I don't have time to
And
heal. I don't.
and I can't be going to jail. I can't. It's not for me.
Yeah, I used to like to fight when it was free. Meaning, like,
Yeah.
you get into the fight. The fight happens. The police might show up to your mom and them house. They give you a little speech. You go back to
Yeah.
school. That back then,
Yeah.
now it costs too much.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
No.
No thanks.
No, thank you. Well, I can't wait to see what everybody else doing because this sounds like an episode of Baddies, but I like it. I ain't gonna lie. I like it. I like it. I like it.
We know you love the
You
ghetto.
know I love the hood. You know me. I love to get 'em. All right, so I got one more for us because this one had me crying. I saw this meme online about black people mispronouncing names and things, all the
Uh-huh.
things. Examples. They gave a bunch of examples in the comments. Somebody said their name is Ryan. Ryan. See, I'm already messing up, and everybody call him Ryan. Some
Right.
people said hypertension, and they said black people call it pressure. My pressure's
That's right.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah, my pressure's up. You're gonna raise my pressure,
That's
please.
right. There
That's
you
right.
go. Diabetes, sugar. I got the sugar.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah. I'm curious to know what y'all got. Black people, what are some words of, if you got a name that people mispronounce, I need to hear this. I need to hear this. I feel like with you, Mari, people probably call you Maury.
all the time.
I
I'm
can't
definitely
stand
Maury.
can't
Definitely. Definitely Maury, never gonna be Maury E, okay? But it's
nope.
okay. Because
Yeah.
the accents, I love it. That's my
Yeah.
people. It's good.
It's
Trying to think.
colloquialisms.
I'm trying to think. Right on time for Black History Month. We need people to drop it in the chat.
Right
I don't
on
know.
time. We need to know what words is everybody in your family and your community mispronouncing as black people? Black people only. Sorry, this is a segregated activity.
Mm, and it's gotta be okay.
And
It's
that's
gotta be okay
okay.
with you.
That's
Sorry.
it. All right. Well, this has been the group chat is live. We thank y'all for coming and tuning in and locking in with us. If you love it here, and even if you don't, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with the group chat. And make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to lock into the group chat because it is on and popping.
It's
Until
always
next
lit.
time,
Until next time. See
all
you
right,
later.
peace.
Peace.